Welcome to this Football Manager 2019 video where I'm going to show you the 10 best free players on the game. I was invited down to Football Manager headquarters to have a go on an early version of FM19. So the 10 players featured in this video are based off that version of the game. So let's get on with this. Here is number 1. It's Samir Nasri, who unfortunately is unable to play football until the end of 2018, but technically is the best player on the game available on a free. So perhaps in January you'll be able to sign him on a free transfer when his ban has run out. Before I move on to number 2, I'd just like to let you know I am also going to be releasing a video where I look at some of the best free young players available on the game. So check that video out when it goes live. Make sure you don't miss it by subscribing to the channel. Number 2 then is Benoit Tremoulinas. Apologies if I murder any of the pronunciations of the players in this video. He's a left wing back, 32 years old, French. I mean, a common theme for most of these players is that they'll be quite old, but they're available on a free, so snap them up. Now, just to let you know, I did load basically every single player in the game to try and find the best possible players. So depending on the nationality of these players, you may want to load those nations before you start your save so you can find all of these players. Next up is the player that featured in the video thumbnail, Dimitar Berbatov, who's now 37 years old, but I'm pretty sure he can still do a decent job. 20 first touch, 16 finishing, 18 composure. There's some very good attributes there. Number 4 is the Portuguese central midfielder Miguel Veloso, who's now 32 years old. Obviously huge amounts of experience, and he's still a decent midfielder, so I'm surprised he is available on a free. Go and snap him up. Number 5 on the list is a Brazilian goalkeeper, Diego Cavalieri. So although he's 35, because he's a goalkeeper, he's still able to play at a decent level. Next up is Obafemi Martins, cracking striker a few years ago. He's now 33 years old. He's still okay looking. He's a good, well-balanced striker, I would say. Next up is Yuriy Varys, a 35-year-old Spanish goalkeeper. 15 reflexes, 16 concentration, every other attribute, 12 or 13 or 11. He's a decent goalkeeper. Number 8 is Sardar Testi, something like that. Anyway, he's 31 years old, not particularly old for a centre-back, and there's some decent attributes there. He's not particularly bad at anything, really, as a centre-back anyway. Number 9 is Veloso, a left wing-back from Portugal, who quite remarkably doesn't have a single attribute under 10. Wow, what a well-rounded player this guy is. And lastly, number 10, Dario Concha, a 35-year-old Argentinian central midfielder, technically blessed. 16 dribbling, 16 first touch, 16 technique, 17 flair. Could be an exciting player to have in your midfield. Just to remind you, when you're setting up your save, you may need to load some of the nations featured in this list to find all of these players, for example, Argentina and Brazil. So make sure you do that first before searching for them and wondering where they are.